Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my friends all across the happy little globe today, and welcome back to another episode of Hope Island Zoo. Yes, we are finally back in here, and we're actually building for some new additions. Yeah, so today we are actually going to be building this beautiful waterfowl conservatory for not only our blue-winged teals, I believe they are, not the ring teals. I know I'm using those as a replacement, but it's totally fine. But we're also building for snow geese today, and that kind of prompted me to actually make the snow goose mod, which we'll be releasing later today, as of this recording. Yes, so I hope you guys do enjoy that. These guys were really fun to make. But as you guys can probably see, we're starting with the building at first. So this entire build was pretty much based off of Buttonwood Park Zoo's little waterfowl area. I guess it used to be for bison, but now all those ducks have all that area to play in, as well as a white-tailed deer, which I think is pretty cool. But for the time being, I actually do use the one of Mealy's ducks in there as a little bit of a stand-in, a little bit of a replacer, until I actually do make the mod, because I did make the mod, like I was just finishing it. So yeah, we're pretty much getting all that work done, and I really wanted to have this beautiful look to the habitat, and one of the ways I wanted to achieve that was to have this look right out into the water with the lighthouse in the distance. So as you guys probably know, we are using the career map from the last career mission of the entire base game, so that is something that I did want to emphasize right there. And I kind of do mirror the habitat and like the breeding facility itself to kind of fit that bill, and I think it looks swell. You have like these two beautiful lighthouses like staring off at each other. It's kind of like they're long lost siblings or something, I don't really know. But we do achieve that, and I really wanted to have this nice little lookout in there, kind of just like looking into the habitat with a little bit of a water separator in the middle of them. So one of the problems that we did have earlier was the fact that our teals were being fed donuts by other people, hence why we named one of our teals Donut, actually. So that is something that we did need to take into account, so we just have this beautiful big separation between the actual waterfowl themselves and the guests. So we have that little bit of separation, and it keeps our guests happy because they get to look into a beautiful habitat, and we also keep our ducks happy, which I feel like is even more important when it comes to this stuff. So as you guys can probably see, we're just about to move our teals in there. I have a little bit of few issues with that because they were not actually connected to the habitat, so I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna build instead. So I'm actually using Haribo's gazebo, and I really want to do something very special with it. So as you guys can see, I am painstakingly removing all of the, like, that bottom row right there in order to get this beautiful topper over here. So I essentially use that same topper up there on the top of said lighthouse, and I think it looks so good in the end. So one of the things I wanted to do was emulate the feel of a lighthouse, and I do that by kind of having that octagonal shape. Octagonal, I think, is a better way to pronounce it, and we actually do achieve that. And why not, we can actually show off the press room release right there, so you guys can see just how people are responding to our new waterfowl conservatory. I think it came out pretty damn good. Very happy with how well it came out. It's just very beautiful when you like get it at like the right time of day. It just looks really good in the end. I'm very happy with how well it came out. But moving on through here, you guys can see I'm working painstakingly to get those windows all set because I felt like the build was just missing something, and using the vertical planks over there was a really fun way to achieve that as well. I don't know, I'm just very happy with this. So we should probably talk about our further plans. We might as well just throw in one of the other press rooms for the actual teals themselves. Let me just get that all settled first. But our actual plans for this area, I do want to expand this area to the rest of our birds in the zoo. So as you guys probably know, we have like a red-tailed hawk, we have like some barn owls, and I really do want to give those guys a good home as well. So I think we may just expand this entire side of the island out to be like the bird sanctuary, essentially. I just want to have a huge facility dedicated to preserving, conserving, and loving birds. I don't really know. I just really think that they're pretty swell creatures, and who knows, maybe it might even call in, like, you know, hypothetically an aviary pack. That might be kind of cool. Who knows? But moving on through here, we're just adding the rest of the, I don't know, just plants, making it feel a lot more lush, making it feel a lot more loved. Just going through here, making sure it feels nice and organic, and I might as well just show off the last press room release of the snow geese themselves. Yes, I named them after Frozen. Why not? Because they are snow geese after all. But they look really freaking cute, and they have these two morphs that I included with the mod. So they do have both the blue morph, which is more gray than anything else, don't know why they call it that, as well as a stock like white morph, which I think looks pretty swell as well. Moving on through here to add some more bushes, add some more greenery. I did not want to take away from that sight line though, so I do my best to use the plants to my advantage and kind of hide off all that fencing back there because it is kind of ugly. Obviously they aren't really able to escape it because it kind of does curve down at the bottom, and the waterfowl know not to, like, you know, go off anywhere else because they do like to stay contained. We're not really an aviary, kind of like, we don't really hold them back, but they know not really to leave because we do feed them, we do give them shelter, and I think that's very important for them to know. If they do leave, well, listen, they won't. So moving on through here, just adding some more rocks in here just to make sure that it feels a lot more organic. A lot of the times you'll see some rocks separating some areas because the waterfowl don't really get a good footing on them. Their feet really aren't designed for that. They're more so designed for the water itself. So they'll probably just go in the water. Maybe they'll go back on land, maybe eat something, go back in the water, who knows. And we're just making sure that we add a bunch more foliage inside the water itself, because I do want this to feel a lot more naturalistic than anything, and I feel like that's a very important thing to have, especially with some of JoJo's logs and sticks over there. It just helps it feel a lot better, makes it feel a lot more organic, and I actually do consider adding an acacia tree right there, but it just felt like it took away from it. I don't know, I just really wasn't feeling that all too much. Moving on through here, I believe I just also add some gravel and stuff just to make sure that this area feels, I don't know, a little bit more purposeful. I don't know. Makes it feel a lot more clean and whatnot. And we also do add some bushes. We gotta love those bushes, the dogwood rose bushes, I don't really know. And we add some lion signs as well, just to make sure that this area still stays up to date on its education and whatnot. Make sure it feels nice and prim and proper. And we also do add that little bit of I don't know, railing, I guess, to the roof right there. We're adding the gravel right now, actually. Quite amazing. Moving on through here, we just add all of that, make sure it stays nice and up to date and fresh. And we do add a lot of seating over here because this is pretty much one of the quieter areas of the zoo. It's a lot more laid back. I think this is probably going to be like the most naturalistic kind of area in the zoo. I feel like that's something that I do want to have, but we're moving on to the B-roll, guys. I really do appreciate you guys stopping by on this beautiful Monday morning, and I really do hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye now.